Watch Luzerne County under a warning. We'll tell you when the storm will hit and how much snow to expect.
Some shoppers are heading to grocery stores in droves. We'll tell you whether or not you need to worry this weekend about the weather coming up.
Police have released that an 18-year-old high school senior has passed away after sustaining injuries from a head-on collision right here in Fairview Township yesterday. I'll have that story.
This is News 13 Now.
Good evening, I'm Kathy Basinski, and welcome to News 13 Now. Greater Hazleton, all of northeastern Pennsylvania, bracing for a big storm. We're going to get to the forecast in just a moment. But first of all, today, people were picking up things for this big storm. The aisles at Boyer's Food Market were crowded today. Shoppers were stopping in for staples, milk, bread, and eggs before the expected snowstorm tomorrow. Boyer's Food Market employees told News 13 they are always very busy the day before a snowstorm because people, especially the elderly, want to make sure they have all the essentials in case they're trapped inside their homes for a couple of days. But some shoppers say they think people panic when it really isn't necessary.
A lot of the older people are out when a storm comes. They, come out and they get their bread, milk, and eggs. And, I live right up the street, so I can walk to the store if I need to.
I think sometimes maybe people push the panic button a little bit. The shelves are empty. We just came from another grocery store and they're just as busy. So everybody's jumping on the bandwagon and trying to get it done before we get hit.
Really horrendous. There's no parking outside, actually. I had to keep going around a few times to get a parking place.
I'm getting my quick over here. I found it here. I couldn't find it anywhere else. Bread, milk, eggs, the essentials for a few days.
Well, snow or no snow, Boyer says the market will be open on Saturday just in case you forgot something today.
Time now for News 13 weather.
So let's do this. Let's go right to the National Weather Service radar. What we're seeing here is pretty much lake effect snow. This is not the system that will affect us for the weekend, which is approaching from the west. But as we widen out a bit, that's where we're talking about. And depending, there's the big monster coming in our direction. Depending where you are, you could see from 3 to 7 inches, possibly more, starting first thing tomorrow. And it's 5 degrees, then snow and sleet mix in during the overnight. No real additional accumulation, but winds are going to pick up then. And the low will be down to 21 degrees. For Sunday, mostly cloudy with a slight chance of snow during the morning with a high near 29. Cloudy and cold at night with a low around 14. And for Monday, partly sunny with a high near 24. Overnight low down to 16. And for Tuesday, mostly cloudy with a high near 31 degrees. Well, snow bans will be in effect all across our area tomorrow, so plows can clear the roads during the big snowstorm. During a snow ban, drivers are not allowed to park on one side of the road to ensure that plows can clear roadways efficiently. Police will be patrolling tomorrow. Drivers can get a pretty large ticket if they park on the wrong side of the road during a storm. So townships like West Hazleton always like to remind motorists to check before they park, especially before that first big snowstorm.
Must be reminded simply because there are some people that still will not move their vehicles, and this creates a problem when plowing and clearing both sides of the street. There is a fine attached to those who do not move their vehicles. It's a pretty stiff one, and the police will be out in force ticketing vehicles that do not remove their vehicles to the proper sides of the street.
And right now, snow bans are officially listed for McAdoo, Cunningham, Weatherly, and Freeland. But if your community usually institutes snow bans, you can pretty much expect to be under one tomorrow. Well, several of the most serious charges have been dropped against an 18-year-old suspect involved in a shooting and assault case in West Hazleton back in September. 6 of the 7 charges against Anthony Vega were dismissed during his preliminary hearing yesterday due to lack of evidence. After hearing testimony from both victims in the case, Magisterial District Judge James Dixon said there wasn't enough evidence presented to support that Vega was responsible for the shooting back then. Vega and several others were charged after police were called to the 200 block of East Broad Street in West Hazleton, where one man was shot and another told police he was assaulted and robbed. Anthony Vega's attorney tells News 13 today that Vega's pleased with the outcome of that preliminary hearing.
He's extremely pleased with the dismissal of the most serious charges, absolutely. All of those charges were dismissed following the magistrate's hearing. The only charge that Judge Dixon did bound over to common pleas court was a simple assault charge for which Mr. Vega now stands charged with a misdemeanor 2.
And as the result of those dismissals, Vega's bail was reduced, and his attorney says he's working to get him released from jail. A tragedy in one part of the area tonight. Police have released the name of the 18-year-old victim in a deadly car crash in Mountaintop. Christina Papa was at the scene today and spoke with friends who are grieving the loss of their loved one.
Fairview Township Police were back at the scene of a fatal car crash trying to reconstruct how it happened. They say 18-year-old Mateus Shimchak of Mountaintop was killed after he lost control of his car and collided with another vehicle head-on here on Route 437 Thursday afternoon. Investigators tell News 13 Shimchak was driving south on Route 437 between Kirby Avenue and Graysdale Avenue in his Volkswagen sedan when he lost control of his car and swerved into oncoming traffic, hitting another car head-on. Shimchak was thrown from his vehicle. The driver of the other vehicle, 27-year-old Marissa Orlowski, also from Mountaintop, was trapped in her car and had to be extricated from her vehicle. Orlowski was taken to Geisinger Wyoming Valley Medical Center in Plains Township with serious injuries. No word on her condition tonight. Shimchak was pronounced dead at the scene. Police are still investigating whether or not Shimchak was wearing his seatbelt.
He just turned 18 last week. We got a cake for him and sang him happy birthday, and he was...
Shimchak was a senior at Crestwood High School and held a part-time job here at King's Pizza, where Michelangelo knew him better as Matty.
Everyone's shocked. They're taking it really hard. He's like our family here. You know, we're all a family.
A little devastation, you know. I don't know how else to put it. Just bad, just real bad.
Russell worked with Shimchak. He calls the teenager one of a kind.
That laugh, everybody's going to miss that laugh because it kept everybody in great spirits.
He says Shimchak and his family had plans to visit Poland for the Christmas holiday. Today, the restaurant posted this picture on Facebook where plenty of Maddie's friends have left their condolences.
Great all-around spirit kid. The kid was great. Great.
And then call 450-7340.
May Jesus' birth bring you the music of a child's laugh, the warmth of friendship, and the spirit of love. Happy holidays from Marian Catholic High School. Feisner Ford wishes you peace and joy at Christmas time and throughout the coming year. Happy holidays from Feisner Ford. Here's to good friends, good times, good health, good cheer, and happy holidays throughout the year. Happy holidays from your friends at System 1. When we at Bottleneck Saloon and Eatery count our blessings at Christmas time, we think of friends like you. Christmas greetings and Happy New Year from Bottleneck Saloon and Eatery.
Boscov's has crazy prices for Christmas, like 73% off men's Architect polos, 20 colors, $7.99. Gildan Heavy Blend Fleece hoods, crews, and pants, only $7.99. 53% off men's Champion Fleece crews and pants, $12.99. A great gift at a crazy price. 70% off men's Architect wrinkle-free dress shirts, $9.99. Plus free gift wrap at all Boscov's.
Here's to good friends, good times, good health, good cheer, and happy holidays throughout the year. Happy holidays from your friends at Hazleton Public Transit. Hazelton Creek Properties wishes you peace and joy at Christmas time and throughout the coming year. Happy holidays from Hazelton Creek Properties.
Welcome to Toyotathon. How can I help?
I'm here to get a Camry.
Oh, Camry's reliable and really fun to drive.
Sounds like I hit the jackpot again.
Again?
Hey, honey. I got you this mochaccino, and on the way I rescued this puppy.
Buy a Camry now with 0% APR financing for 5 years, plus $1,000 in Toyota Finance Cash, or take $1,750 cash back from Toyota. And check out buyatoyota.com for even more offers. Toyota, let's go places.
I'm Sam Lassant, CEO of Samson Productions and News 13.
And I'm Scott Lynott, publisher of the Standard Speaker.
On behalf of the Lassant family and all of us here at SSPTV Local News 13.
And from the Lynott and Haggerty families, along with the staff of the Standard Speaker, we want to wish all of you a very Merry Christmas.
And a very healthy and prosperous New Year. I want to thank all of you for watching our local programming and supporting our News Alliance.
I would also like to thank all of our faithful readers for your support throughout the year. We are looking forward for the new year to continue to provide you with local news and information.
Thank you.
And have a safe and happy holiday season.
You're watching News 13 now on SSPTV. Brought to you by Samson Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
It is a season of giving, but unfortunately that's not the case for the Salvation Army in Pottsville. There's a good chance it won't reach its goal today, and as Matthew Petrillo explains, that means less services for the people who need it most.
Speeding in between walls of toys.
I've lost 5 pounds already, actually.
These women are doing the holiday hustle.
Yeah, lots of running, but I enjoy it. I love it.
Searching tirelessly for that perfect gift for a perfect stranger.
If you get a stuffed animal, help do that.
It's the Christmas season, and so these volunteers at the Pottsville Salvation Army are stuffing bags full of toys. The bags are then given to families in need.
She's 2.
The real gift for these secret Santas, spreading some holiday cheer.
With the economy the way it is and just tough times, this just helps the people. And for the most part, they're very, very appreciative for anything.
The stocking stuffing is just one of dozens of services the Salvation Army provides to the community, says Lieutenant Stacy Ferreira.
We provide food assistance, and when we have funding, we can help with utilities and rent, occasionally housing.
But that could quickly change. The Pottsville Salvation Army is seeing a big decline in donations for its annual kettle drive, and that means
We might not be able to provide some of the services that we normally provide.
donations are down almost $5,000 compared to the same time last year.
We think it's because Thanksgiving was so late this year. Also, we've had quite a few days with inclement weather.
They're hoping to reach $90,000 by Christmas Eve. They were just hairs away from reaching that number last year, but they still have time on their side. Now, if you want to donate to the campaign, you can stop by any of the kettle locations in the county. You can also stop by the Sanderson office here in Pottsville. And of course, they have a website where you can donate.
Friends may call Saturday from 9 to 11 a.m. Arrangements are under the direction of the Mayo Funeral Home. David John Beretsky, formerly of Cunningham. Funeral is Saturday at 1 p.m. at the Advantage Funeral Home. Friends may call Friday from 4 to 9 p.m. Margaret L. Olenick. Services will be held Monday at 10 a.m. at the Weber Funeral Home. Viewing is Monday from 9 to 10 a.m. Thomas Scasco of Hazleton. Services were held at the convenience of the family from the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. John Machala of Drums. Arrangements will be announced by the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Mary J. Lapsevich, formerly of Drums. All services are private and under the direction of the Harmon Funeral Home. Helen George of Hazleton. Funeral is Saturday at 9:30 a.m. in the Joseph A. Moran Funeral Home. Friends may call Friday from 6 to 8 p.m. And John M. Gallagher of Freeland. Mass is Monday at 10 a.m. in the Our Lady of Immaculate Conception Parish at St. Anne's Church. The McHugh-Wilczek Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Tonight's obituaries have been brought to you by the Smilax Floral Shop located on 15th Street in Hazleton. Free local delivery and holiday items now available. Call 570-454-0111.
When it comes to Christmas shopping, be sure to visit James Maurice Spa, the #1 spa of choice. In appreciation to our loyal customers and clients who have supported us for the last 7 years, customers will receive a separate $10 gift certificate and a free box of chocolates for any $100 gift certificate purchased by 12/24. We also have many new package deals that will make you say, wow.
Guys, Flowers, and More wishes you peace and joy at Christmas time and throughout the coming year. Happy holidays from Guys, Flowers, and More. May the love, hope, and peace of this holiday season abide with you now and throughout the new year. Happy holidays from LM Plumbing, Heating, and Fuel Oil. May you celebrate this beautiful season with love in your home, peace in your world, and joy in your heart. Wishes for a happy holiday season and healthy new year from Dr. Christian Santana General Dentistry.
This is News 13 Sports.
Well, it's nice out there right now. Nothing that is scheduled for this evening is off. No reason for it all, but if you looking at that weather forecast, tomorrow is going to be a major problem. And so a lot of the school districts have taken the opportunity now to postpone what's the inevitable for Saturday. So let's take a look and we'll show you what we have. And we'll start right at the top of the list. Girls varsity basketball tomorrow afternoon. It was supposed to be matinee between Old Forge and Hazleton area. That one is off, and you can see the makeup will be 1 week from tonight on the 20th. Meanwhile, boys and girls swimming. Hazleton area was on the road to the Poconos, East Stroudsburg South. That one is off. They'll be making it up on a Saturday in January. It's the 18th, actually, if you take a look at it. Other cancellations for tomorrow, varsity bowling. Hazleton area was in the Icebreaker Classic. That was down at Reading, Governor Mifflin High School. It's postponed to 2 days after Christmas. That's a Friday, the 27th. Freshman basketball. The Valley View Cougars were in town to take on the Hazleton area Cougars. That one is postponed until Monday, the 23rd, right before Christmas. Other ones to tell you about. Middle school wrestling. Hazleton area was in the Blue Mountain Tournament along with about 20 other teams. That's postponed to next Friday, the 20th. And varsity wrestling. Tamaqua was going to the Exeter Duels. That one is off until Saturday, the 21st. Junior high wrestling, that Tamaqua is at the Blue Mountain one, as we said. And in JV varsity girls basketball, Tamaqua at Tri-Valley. They're going to do that one on December the 30th. And again, all of those are events scheduled for tomorrow. Let me emphasize, everything for tonight is on. So that's the way it looks right there. Now, speaking of Old Forge, let's take a look. They drew the first game in the state football playoffs. This is the Single A championships. And of course, we're all rooting for the Blue Devils because they're the only team from northeastern Pennsylvania in it. And they started out looking pretty good. Early on in the game, they would score and they would take a 7-0 lead over North Catholic. However, the Blue Devils squandered an opportunity. They took the opening kickoff of the second half. They held it 6 o'clock. Quickly to the scoreboard. Last night, Sal Biazzi just lit it up. He had 29 points in the second half. That's an all-time Cougar record for one half. Hazleton area holds off GAR 74-71 in their first game of the season. Mount Carmel, 2 points better than North Schuylkill. On the girls' side, the battle of the Marion Phillies and the Golden Girls, round one goes to Marion, 48-40. You know they'll play many times before it's all said and done this season. Meanwhile, Jim Thorpe gets upended by MMI. In swimming, on the girls' side of things, Shelby Senko helps lead the way as Hazleton area dunks Tunkhannock. On the boys' side, Tunkhannock got a little bit of revenge as they beat up on Hazleton area.
Mother of God, it's Friday the 13th, and the Hazleton area Cougars are 1-0 after finally starting their campaign last night at GAR. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Short Shots. A quick recap of this past week. Robinson Cano said bye-bye to the Big Apple after signing with Seattle for $240 million over 10 years. The Mariners are sick. Another stupid 10-year deal. Cano's best years are behind him. Curtis Granderson is also gone, but he's staying in New York as a Met, $60 million for 4 years. Jacoby Ellsbury and Carlos Beltran are now new New York Yankees. Houston fired their coach Gary Kubiak after the Texans lost their 11th straight game. Michigan State scored the game's first 17 points and the game's last 17 points, sandwiching Ohio State's 24 to win 34-24, spoiling the Buckeyes' chance to play for the national championship on January 6, 2014. Florida State massacred Duke 45-7 to remain number one in a battle of taggers. Auburn outlasted Missouri 59-42 to earn the right to play Florida State for all the marbles in 3 weeks. Auburn was 3-9 last year. What a turnaround. Berwick's tremendous run ended in a 42-14 loss to Archbishop Wood in the 3A Eastern Final. They finished at 14-1. Coach George Curry's last 2 seasons, 22-3. Not too shabby. Old Forge continued their run in Hazleton with a 26-7 win over Steelton High Spire in the Class A Eastern Final. They played 15-0 North Catholic for the state title this afternoon. What else? 2-time Cy Young Award winner Roy Halladay retired after 16 seasons. Former managers Tony La Russa, Joe Torre, and Bobby Cox were unanimously elected into baseball's Hall of Fame. And Matt Prater of the Denver Broncos kicked a 64-yard field goal in 14-degree weather at Denver. That broke Tom Dempsey's 63-yard record that had stood for 43 years since 1970. Incidentally, the Broncos lost last night to the Chargers at Mile High Stadium. Locally, Sal Biazzi scored 41 points last night to lead the Cougars past GAR 74-71. He was 17 for 18 from the charity stripe as he passed the 1,100-point career mark. The Lady Cougars lost their opener, but bounced back there 1-1. The Phillies beat Nativity also last night, and the MMI Lady Preppers are 2-0. Tomorrow, the last regular season college football game will take place in Philadelphia. I will painfully watch Navy, who will toy with Army before they buried him. And on Monday, I will wear the Navy blue and gold. Till then, have a good one. Pencil thick weather is coming. Be a good sport. Stay loose.
Plenty more news and information headed your way on News 13 now. The very latest on tomorrow's big storm. Schuylkill County under a snowstorm warning right now. We'll have the 411. That story and much more news when the 13 crew comes right back.
It is never too soon to ask for help, because serving you is who we are. At Hospice of the Sacred Heart, we will help you make a plan, answer all your questions, and support you in your home with loving care that lasts a lifetime.
The Manor and Pavilion and Amity Place at St. Luke's Village wishes you peace and joy at Christmas time and throughout the coming year. Happy holidays from the Manor and Pavilion and Amity Place at St. Luke's Village. Here's to good friends, good times, good health, good cheer, and happy holidays throughout the year. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year from your friends at Jack Money Tax and Notary Service. May the love, hope, and peace of this holiday season abide with you now and throughout the year. Happy holidays from the Falvello Law Firm. May you celebrate this beautiful season with love in your home, peace in your world, and joy in your heart.
The staff.
From the administration.
From the students. Merry Christmas!
I'm attorney Frank Skakowski from the law offices of Skakowski and DeCosmo. I've been representing residents of northeastern Pennsylvania for over 30 years now. Please give us a call so we can handle your legal affairs in a professional, competent, and aggressive manner. Thank you.
Here's to good friends, good times, good health, good cheer, and happy holidays throughout the year. Happy holidays from your friends at Pancakes. May Jesus' birth give you the music of a child's laugh, the warmth of friendship, and the spirit of love. Happy holidays from Angelo's Italian House. Partysville Fitness wishes you peace and joy at Christmas time and throughout the coming year. Happy holidays from Partysville Fitness. When we at the law offices of Skakowski and DeCosmo count our blessings at Christmas time, we think of friends like you. Christmas greetings and Happy New Year from the law offices of Skakowski and DeCosmo.
The law offices of Gillespie, Miscavige, Ferdinand, and Barranco have a saying, if you don't know the law, know your lawyer. When you need representation, you need an attorney you can trust. The law offices of Gillespie, Miscavige, Ferdinand, and Barranco specialize in personal injury, wills and estates, workers' compensation, real estate, and commercial transactions. Let their reputation of integrity, service, and results find a solution for your legal needs. If you are injured because of the actions of others, you want the most recognized local lawyer to represent you. Call the law offices of Gillespie, Miscavige, Ferdinand, and Barranco today at 454-5575.
It is never too soon to reach out for help, because your home is where our heart is. At Hospice of the Sacred Heart, we will guide you through the process, take care of your insurance, and support you with loving care that lasts a lifetime.